I would consider all perspectives, and I wouldn't ignore opposing. Yeah, Luke!
You have to be ready for hecklers.
He's right.
All right, so my favorite show as a child, it's a kind of a toss-up between Dick Van Dyke's Show and I Love Lucy.
Here she comes.
Fine, you're doing splendidly. Speed it up a little!
After going through I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke, All the Family, then I would have to land on the Three Stooges. I could never get over the Three Stooges as a very young child. It was very formative to me in my early years, and I'm still having trouble with it.
My favorite TV show as a child was probably the Mickey Mouse Club, because I wanted to be one of them. You know, I wanted something bigger in my life, like mouse ears, which are much bigger. And so I wanted to be part of the Mickey Mouse Club, and that was my favorite show as a child. My favorite show as an adult, well, currently I'm not watching a lot of TV on TV. I'm watching it on my Amazon Kindle, so I'm picking up on a lot of things like Buffy, Vampire Slayer, I'm so embarrassed to say that, and also all the seasons of Stargate, you know, but my all-time favorite show is Lost. Yes, Lost rocked my world and always will.
I can only say that in my life, it was just anything classic TV. I had no control over the television as a kid, so the only time I got to watch television and be in control was early morning, and they had old TV on.
What you have just looked at takes place 300 feet underground, beneath the basement of a New York City skyscraper. It's owned and lived in by one Paul Radin. Mr. Radin is rich, eccentric, and single-minded. How rich we can already perceive. How eccentric and single-minded we shall see in a moment. Because all of you have just entered the Twilight Zone.
Name one. The Marx Brothers. What's the name of the show that he used to have? I can't remember. The talk show that Groucho Marx had. You Bet Your Life. The Honeymooners. Oh my gosh, there's just a ton of old shows that I can't remember any of them. Sid Caesar.
Man, my favorite TV show as a kid, I love this Japanese show I used to watch on Saturday mornings called Ultraman. It was kind of like old school Japanese monster television before Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was kind of the same deal. Giant monsters come from space. Ultraman turns into Ultraman and fights them. But I also have to say just the Andy Griffith Show. I love the Andy Griffith Show. I loved it as a kid. I watched it with my grandparents. I watched it with my parents. I still watch it to this day. I'll catch, like, you know, the nice thing now is like 2 or 3 episodes will come on back to back, and you can kind of get down with the 90 minutes of Andy Griffith Show. And I think as a professional now, I really appreciate how it was one of the first shows to split the difference between being shot in a studio space on a set indoors, but also being shot outside like a film. It's probably really one of the first 30-minute shows to do that. I can't think of another one that does it.
Sugar do 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 do. Aw, honey, honey, do 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 do. You are my girl.